how you doing? I'm Joanna and welcome to my morning instant body booster. Today we have session 3 on my focus on core and hips. So this is a progressive number 3 in the whole series where we're really looking at the core, but without getting down and doing any sort of sit-ups. It's all about how we can actually integrate this into our lifestyle. So we're going to really open and lengthen this area and create tone and stability, but we're also going to open up the hips. So this will be fantastic to complement your WalkActive, especially if you're looking to master the WalkActive Hip Lift, which really helps flatten the abdominals, but it also will give you propulsion and also helps with the stride length, and specifically also helps with the correct tracking, all part of the WalkActive system. So if you want to find out more about that, you can go to my website, Joanna WalkActive, and without further ado, I think we should get going. Okay, lovely people, this is how I'd like your room set up today. Let's have a quick sip of water. So this is how I'd like your room set up today. You've got your mat that way. You can need a chair because I'm actually going to use it a lot to help with correct alignment, and you may want to have a blanket to help with your feet as well, and put it for your knees when we start to do some knee work. All right, gorgeous people, so let's begin. Start with good posture, and remember our global greeting. So the global greeting with the WalkActive sign, you have folding in a finger 1, 2 and 3, and you have your thumb out and your little finger out, and if you just actually bend your knees generously and look at that distance between your big toe, the ankle, and trace it all up with your knees, that's really good hip alignment, and that's your hip feet being hip width distance apart. So just start to gather the air and the energy from the ground and come to a point of stillness. We'll just start in this position here today. So check your distance between your earlobes and shoulders, knees a bit soft. Think about space in your ankle joints, in your knee joints, in your hips, space between the pubic bone and sternum, space between the earlobes and shoulders, but you've got this lovely feeling of length in the body, and then just ease out with a breath. Let's do 2 more deep breaths. Here we go. So bend the knees generously, deep breath in. Stretch up tall, hold it for a fraction of a moment. Check all those little points about space in your joints and alignment. Breathe out. One more time, deep breath in. Stretch up tall and breathe out. Now take your global greeting, put your thumb into your ribs and put your little finger towards your hip bone, and just think about extending through those 2 points. So if you were slumped, those 2 points, little finger and thumb, are going to get closer together. And what we want to do is actually increase the distance between those 2 points. Not because we're leaning back, but because we're lifting up. So think of it as a gather and being open with the torso. That's going to help with your breath, and you're open with your heart chakra, which is fantastic. Sort of lift your spirits and let the oxygen come into your body. And so you're drawing in and up, keeping those distances apart, training those internal obliques to actually have length and strength and space rather than compression. Hold it for 2 more, 1 more, and just release down. Now I'm going to keep coming up and refer to that. So take a deep breath in again, gorgeous people. Stretch up at the top, take hold of one wrist, check you've got your global greeting here and you've still got that hip distance apart. All of these things are great for alignment, and you're going to lift up and over. So keeping those 2 points apart, reach, 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 reach. So check you're not sort of slumping in on this side. You've still got that global greeting. Energize into your fingertips and take the arms wide. Good, do that again. So deep breath in, stretch up nice and tall, check your global greeting, lift up and reach over. So this is a really nice way to help start to mobilize the spine, stretch through the body, but also again, getting that area to work in a way that we need to be able to transfer it to everyday life. Reach up and ease over. Good job. Now from there, just come back to your global greeting, ribs and hips, lift up and keep the distance here for 4 and for 3, so you're giving a little bit more to lift, 2 and 1, and just release down. Okay, now from here, take a deep breath in, lift up, reach over again, and this time we're actually going to take the leg out to the side, so we feel there's a little bit more of a dynamic stretch right through the body. Energize through the fingertips, energize through that leg, but also keep the global greeting. So there's a lot of work going on here, even though it's a simple exercise. Reach into the fingertips, come back, center, global greeting, bring the arms down. Now this leg is going to come up and we're just going to go into a knee lift, hip lift. So challenging our balance. A chair is here if you want, but what will help you here is this hip lift. Distance here, lifting up, drawing in and up. Fantastic for your balance, fantastic to open up this area. Give it for 2 more counts, 1 more count, 1 more, and ease down. Good job, walk through the feet. Now give me a little hip lift again, so reassess where we are with it. Thumb, little finger, draw up. The bottom needs to be relaxed. That's what's important here. So keep that length, drawing it in and up for 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Good job. Now we're going to repeat on the other side. So take the arms up, reassess, lift up, reach up and over, and then this leg is going to come out to that side. So you get through the length, energize through the fingertips, checking that you've got the distance and the global greeting here and here. Now, lift and energize into this hand. Bring the arms down by your sides. You can put them back in that global greeting if you want, as you're going to lift this knee up and hold it here in your knee lift balance. Again, the chair can be there for support if you want. So you keep that lift, lifting up, drawing in and up, nice and smooth. That's good. And then ease it down. Just walk through the feet. Now, I'm going to progress this to actually doing an abdominal J now. So I'll turn sideways, and there's a whole separate video on this on my YouTube channel, Joanna WalkActive, about how to do the abdominal J. It's a tutorial. So turn the ankles out, bend the knees, draw in. So you start level with the belly button, and as you come down with the hands level with the belly button, you've drawn in the lower part of the rectus and transverse muscle here. Now, from the pubic bone, you're going to get the length all the way to the sternum. So the transverse is drawn in, this one's drawn up. Now check the shoulders down so they're not up by your ears. Quite a few things to think about. And then just meet with the ribcage, like a little V coming down towards your pubic bone. And then finish it off with your global greeting. So it's a bit like icing on the cake. So drawn in, lift, tapered and length. Holding that there for 10 and for 9 and for 8. Bringing everything in like a wet tea towel. So you've got that lift and that length, but your bum is relaxed. 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more. Neat with your body. Feel how your clothes come away from your body. 2 and 1. And relax down. Okay, how was that? Walk through your feet. Now, take the arms up. Take the arms now wide to the side. And this hand's going to come down behind your back. So you open up the chest. Keep your global greeting. And we're just going to do a bit more back mobility. So reach over to that side. Turn the palm up. And we're going to paint the sky with our rainbow arm sweeps. So reach up. Come all the way over. And come back to here. Do that again. Keep that distance here so you're not slumping in. Lifting up. Reach over, palm is up, and really stretch. Slight bend the knees here, tuck the tailbone under if you want to get a bit more lower back mobility. And you're now back into center position. Bring the arms here, take a deep breath in, arms out. Come back to your global greeting, reassess where you are with your posture, with your openness. Good job, take the arms up and repeat on the other side. So this time I'm going to go this way, the hand comes here. So reach over to this side, turn the palm up. Check you're not slumping here, open with the torso, that's great for the breath and for the back mobility. And you're going to paint the sky all the way around, come around. Good job, and we're back to a center position. Now turn the palm up, last one this side, you're doing okay? Reach over, check your global greeting, how are we doing? Now paint the sky, reach, really feel your body create length and strength and space. Tuck the tailbone under a little bit. Coming back to that center position. Good job. Come back, give me one abdominal J. So the knees are slightly soft. I'll just show you on the side angle. So bend down. As you come down, slight bend to the knees. I find that just helps with a scoop. Draw in through the lower part here. Now gather the distance between pubic bone and sternum. Relax the shoulders down. Taper into that rib cage and finish off with your global greeting. So you're holding this for 10 and for 9 and for 8. Keep breathing for me. 7, 6 and 5, 4. Spine is straight and the bum is relaxed. 2 and 1 and ease off a little bit. Really important that the bum is relaxed because as soon as you start to tuck it under and pull everything in, you get compression in this area. So for the abdominal J, you want the length and the space in everyday life rather than the actual compression and tension. Okay, that will help safeguard your back. So lovely people. Slight variation now. So there's a difference what we're building in the knowledge of the body. Bend. Come back with your feet hip distance apart, and from here gather up, lift up nice and tall. Reach. Here's a little bit of a bend of the knees. Now my spine is straight here, okay? I have got my global greeting. Now check and build the knowledge in your body about the difference between here. I'm going to tuck the tailbone under here. Now just hold this. This is what, for those of you who are familiar with my work, I call this the ab prep roll down. So I'm reaching up. My priority is my length in my lower spine. So I'm doing this to get mobility in the lower spine. The abdominals are coming in a little bit. Hold it. And then come back to a central position, bring the arms wide, and then just feel the difference with your global greeting. So here in the global greeting, you've got the length in the body, but the bum is relaxed. Hold it here, open for 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Let's do that again. And this time we're going to roll down. So here's my lift and my length. Here's my bend. The sequencing, this is quite crucial. Tuck the tailbone under, build that confidence, build that knowledge, build that awareness into your body. So I'm drawing that in, but I've got that tuck under, lift up through the body. Now the hands are going to drift past my face. Just check this out. I've tucked under the tailbone, I've drawn the chin to my chest, So I've got a little bit of mobility in my upper back. How's that feel? But I've still got my global greeting here, people. And then, can you do that? That's really lovely to build everything in. Just ease the body all the way down. So introduce a slight more generous bend knees if you wish. And at the bottom here, this is probably our first forward hanging bend that we're doing in the session. So just take this steady. Feel how that is for you. To shift your weight from one side to the other. See how that feels. Just be curious. Say, hello body, how are we doing today? Take a deep breath in, heavy generous bend, draw up through those abdominals, and we're going to just roll up nice and gently. Take a deep breath in, coming up and being luxurious with how we unfold the body. At the top, reassess where we are with our global greeting. The hands come out, reassess. Thumb, little finger, keep the distance. Good job. Now we're going to do that again. So I'm going to gather up, reach up, up, up. Here I am with my global greeting. Here's the bend, and now I'm doing the tuck under. So there's a real difference. I'm making my priority here, the mobility of the lower spine. And I draw down here. So now I've got my shoulders having mobility in the upper back. Space here with the global greeting. Building that knowledge in our body. Let the knees bend generously, rolling down, rolling down, rolling down. And then just lift up nice and gently. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good job. Now head in the tailbone and just come forward onto the toes a little bit and lift up. So I'm a big fan through my WalkActive, as you probably know, about the mobility and keeping your feet active and being able to have good functional movement. They're so important for our posture. So from here, guys, just bring your hands onto your chair, okay? And just adjust yourself a little bit, keeping that tailbone tucked under so you've got integrity. Take a big step back with one foot. So keep your hands on your chair, just adjust yourself, and you're going to lower that back knee down to the floor. This is where you might want to just put a little towel underneath here. Now, check your setup. I'd like your hands to stay here on the chair because I want you to be open here with the torso. Midline of your knee over your second toe. Press that leg back, open up the hip flexor. Lift up with your global greeting. So the more you lift up with global greeting, the more you'll open that hip flexor. So listen to your body. It should be an ooh, not an ow. If you bring the leg in further, that'll make it a bit easier. Lifting up. And of course, this is so fantastic for your WalkActive Hip Lift to help with your stride, help tone your abdominals, but also really improve your posture to make your smoothest pattern. So lift up here, gorgeous people. And then what I'd like you to do, take the arms wide and just rest what the front opposite hand on that knee. And this one can be behind. Turn the palm out so you open up the shoulder and just spin. So we just get a little bit of a turn of the torso. Now listen up, lead with the torso, follow with the head. That will help safeguard the neck. Breathe in, keep the length. Notice I've got a slight lean in my body and ease forward, come back this way. Reach the arms up, bring them down here. And then I'm just going to stretch the front leg and say, hello hamstrings, how are we doing today? And then come forward. Just do that a couple of times. So we're just easing mobility and range of motion. That's great. Last one here. Okay, now we're going to bring that back foot up to meet the front one. So just maybe bring this foot underneath you a little bit. Tuck your toes underneath you so you start to get a bit of integrity there. Bit of awareness in the hands. Lift up, push, step in, and step the other one back. So you build that awareness of what's happening in the posterior section of the body. Find your balance. Ease that knee down. If you want to introduce a blanket underneath that knee, please do. Untuck the toes. So I prefer to do that, but if you're working on mobility of the feet, you can actually tuck the toes under to get that whole length of the foot and mobility in the joints. Now check your setup. Take time. You know, you're really worth it. That's so important to get the setup right. Midline of the knee, second toe, push that hip forward, reach up with the arms and really focus on that global greeting. Check you're not sort of slumped here. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Slight angle of the body, so we're working all in that alignment. Breathe in, breathe out. Good job. And then from here, keep that openness with the global greeting. This hand comes here. This one's going to spin behind the body. Lift up and just lead with your torso. Let the head follow. So you really allow the bigger joints to do the work rather than the small ones actually. Very often people tend to lead and look with the head, whereas actually we want to lift up from the torso and then lead. Good. Take a deep breath in. And then as we come around, come back, just check out that global greeting. Hands are here, and then we say hello hamstrings on the other side. So just ease back, breathe, and again, you still got your global greeting. Keep that awareness. As we ease back here, I've still got length through the crown of my head. This is allowing all the little lovely connective tissue around the hips to open up. Good, and ease back into this position. From here, lovely people, we're going to bring this back knee to the front. So I suggest you bring this knee a little bit further back so you feel a bit more stable. Tuck that toes in, see how you feel. No need to rush this, feel stable, build that confidence in your body. Tuck that toe underneath you, push off, step in, hold yourself here, good, and lift up. Reach up, reach up, reach up. And then come back to your global greeting and give me one abdominal J here. Hello, hello, here we go. Knees slightly soft, turn the ankles out and draw in, lift up. Shoulders down, taper into that rib cage and come back here. So you keep that nice lift, 10, 9, 8. How are we doing? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Ease down. Nice work, people. Okay, then we come onto our chair. Now, depending on how much mobility you have in your ankles, you may feel that you'd like to have a cushion actually in front of you. So I've just got this one here. Big love, people. Here you go. So rest it there. Now, what you can do, sit further forward also so you're not actually sitting back. I'll show you the sideways first of all. So lift up tall from here. Check your global greeting. Take one leg out so you've got that nice lift. Now, keeping that global greeting, you're going to tuck under. So there's a real difference between this, which is curving my spine, or being here, and then I'm tucking under. So it's the latter that I'm looking for. So build that awareness into your body. So you've got that feeling of scoop. From here, chin comes down, walk the hands down, 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 down to that leg. Take a deep breath in. See how that feels maybe in your lower back a little bit, maybe sort of easing that area, maybe in your hamstrings. Ease forward and come up, unfold. And as you come unfolding, lift up and come back to your global greeting. Put your hands here, thumb, little finger, holding it here for 4, for 3, for 2. As you bring that foot in, and then you're going to take the other one out. So here's my global greeting, soft and open with the torso. Scoop under, under, under. So it's not a slump, but I create that letter C curve. From here, that foot is down. Take the arms up, lovely people. I'm going to ease down through the body. Gently, gently, gently. You listen to you. There could be some oohs, which is kind of okay, but no ows, okay? Just oohs. Be curious, create space and length and strength, and just listen to where your body is today. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to tuck the tailbone under again, thinking about still length, still length, still length. As you curve, create that length. Take the arms up, gorgeous people. Bring them down. Good job. Now, from here, take your cushion if you want, so you can have it here in front of you. I'm just showing you on the diagonal so you can see what's happening. If you feel a little bit sort of tight in the hips, whoops, that's maybe a little bit uncomfortable for me. So you can be open here with the hip, all right? Or if that feels comfortable, you can actually bring the knee up on that position. So from here, lift up. How are we doing with that global greeting? And then you're just going to ease forward. So note that it's a pivot from the hips, as opposed to before we were tucked under. So I want us to actually pivot, pivot, pivot. So almost like the angle is changing between the thigh and the legs. And this is quite subtle. You don't need to come very far before you feel maybe a stretch on the outer hip. Breathe for me, okay? Hand can be here on the ankle, hand on the knee. Deep breath in. Breathe, fantastic. Knee and hip opener. And on that note, just flex this foot because that will help safeguard your knees. And then you're going to lift up. Come back, check your global greeting, cradle your hands, lift up here, all right? Bring that foot down. Now, if that feels a bit too tight on your hips, you can do exactly the same with the leg resting on a stack of cushions, whatever feels comfortable for you, okay? If you feel right to lift up onto the knee, please do. Flex that foot, that will safeguard this knee. Lift up tall, take the arms up, recess where you are with your global greeting, and then you're going to pivot, pivot, pivot from the torso, from that hip. So you're feeling a little bit of opening up here. This area can get really tight, so important to allow that to have good range of motion. Think strength, space and legs. So holding it there, breathe in, and then you're going to ease back nice and smooth. Now from here, take your arms again, check your global greeting, nurse and cradle those hands, bring it down, feet slightly tucked under, hover the hands of happiness, and you're going to come up. Good job. Now give me that lovely abdominal J here. So scoop in again, lift up, shoulders, V, finish it with your global greeting so you keep that lift. So this should be relaxed. Just check out your bum, it needs to be relaxed. Got the strength and tautness at the front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. How are we doing, gorgeous people? 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. And just release that a little bit. Okay, last two little stretches. Okay, so stand with good posture and cross your legs in front of you. Lift up, check your global breathing, take the arms up. We're going to roll down through the body. So this is where you're going to open up maybe a little bit here, but keep tucking under. So building that awareness, tucking under, but also really the length between the pubic bone and sternum. So slight tuck under. Roll, roll, roll. Now just come to a position that feels good for you. Maybe feel a bit more stretch in the hamstrings. Bend the knees and roll up nice and gently. Steady, steady, steady. And we just got to do the other side. So bring the arms wide, hold your balance, lift and change to the other side. Okay, how are we doing? Check your global greeting. So we start nice and tall, okay? And then I'm going to roll down nice and gently, 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 gently. Keeping that feeling, easing down, lifting to the backs of the legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good job. And we're just going to finish off with a little bit of rotation each side from here. So take one hand here and the other, lift up and just turn that way so we get that stretch. And then come back to the centre and we'll do the same on the other side. Lift this way, arms come up, reassess where you are with your global breathing, lift up and reach over. So really lovely, opening the torso, open with the heart chakra, and hopefully your body feels zing, 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 lovely people. Stretch it up nice and tall, and we're going to finish off the most important thing. We're going to hug in the love, going to join together. Here we go, to squish it in, create symmetry in the body, let the chin come down, let the corners of the mouth rise up. Deep breath in and breathe out. Check you still got your global greeting. Come back and do this session. It's a really positive one to help you with your WalkActive system. Take the arms out, repeat that. Come back whenever you feel that you need to have a little bit of a waking up in the core area, opening up those hips. And just a bit of time for you to feel good about your body. Let the chin come down, let the corners of your mouth rise up, and get ready. Please join me. And I invite you to send our love around the world to every single one of us. Are we ready? After the count of 3, lovely people. 1, 2, 3. It's gone. Thank you so much, lovely people. That was my focus on core and hips, session 3 on my morning instant body series. How are you doing? Hope you're really well. Thank you so much. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how you got on. So there were 3 in this actual series, and I'll put them together as a playlist as well. And if you want to find out any more information about WalkActive, please go to my website, Joanna WalkActive, and you can find out loads of information there, as well as lots of other things here on my YouTube channel, Joanna WalkActive. So please subscribe, and you can join in on all the sessions I teach live and all the workouts, as well as really find lots of helpful tips to improve your walking with the WalkActive.